Good morning. Can't believe it's Thursday already. It's crazy how time flies. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Goeiemorgen. Sabona. All right. Looking at gold currently. What a beautiful golden morning. Real. Um, yeah, looking at gold currently, really happy with how it played out. I didn't look for the entry. I actually just got in over here at this price level and I got out at the new day opening gap that we used as resistance. So yeah, really just a beautiful trade. Really happy about it. And we live for these false initial reactions. Like it's so freaking good. Um, Yeah, I will never ever trade true reactions. I would only wait for that false reaction and then look for that true reaction after the false reaction. It's just so beautiful. Even with USD JPY, we could look actually at USD JPY just now. Um, yeah, I mean, okay, wait. So first things first, looking at gold, let me just do this first. Looking at gold, want to see price come back towards this new day opening gap, use it as a support and then push back up higher. Um, really happy with the overall week's analysis after our loss on Tuesday. Super happy about the analysis. Okay, this was our overall analysis. The market pushed back down towards the previous week's high volume area, and then we pushed back upwards. We reacted perfectly, and CPI was actually the reaction, the trigger that started the whole reaction at the high volume area for the previous week. So really, really happy about this. And now I just want to look for continuations. Remember that we do have news. We have PPI coming out later today. We will have a session around PPI. Okay, we won't trade it live, but we will have a session at 4 o'clock that we will discuss um, what happened to PPI. Remember, if PPI goes up, it will have the exact same effect on gold as CPI had. Okay, so obviously CPI went up, market pushed up on gold. PPI went up, market pushed up on gold. Um, so you're really looking for that bounce of this new day opening gap and looking for that continuation. Perhaps taking it back towards the all-time high, which is also the high of this current week. Admit. Okay, really happy about the analysis from Wednesday, well actually Tuesday. Really happy about it since Tuesday afternoon. Now we want to see that continuations. We've got that nice reaction. Now we want to see continuations. Otherwise, you could see that we are basically trending then for the remainder of this, well, yeah, almost this whole week. We are literally just ranging. Um, we only formed one high and one low, and now we want to see the market push back towards this high. All right, so that's it for gold. Jumping to Euro USD. They also had a beautiful false reaction on Euro USD with CPI yesterday. And then the true reaction came out. Well, wait. This was actually the true reaction. I just really want to look at something. That was actually the true reaction. And then we just literally ate everything up. So I'm happy I didn't even look at Euro USD. Super happy about it. But yeah, we are finding some resistance at the previous week's high volume area, where we found this nice resistance. Um, can we look for that push to the downside? That would be fantastic. Looking at these lows, also saw beautiful reactions from the previous week's point of control. I mean, just look at that. It's so beautiful. You'll see when you start to trade the volume profile. Well, remember this is just my trading technique. Yours might differ. I know a lot of people they find it a bit too boring or they find it a bit too complicated or whatever. Um, but yeah, you'll see when you look at volume profile, we tend to range around the point of control when we are forming that point of control. But then when we come back towards that area, we tend to react off of it, or we also sometimes tend to range around it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward for this. Mm, I really want to see this take place. Perhaps pushing the market back towards the previous week's low volume area. Well, the previous week's low volume area. Perhaps pushing it back towards yesterday's CPI low. I'm going to keep this guy open. I'm not too interested in this one anymore. I'm also not too interested in this one. I'll only look at these three key levels, okay, which is the previous week's point of control. And just make it red. I'm gonna look at the previous week's point of control and I'm gonna look for a reaction out of this high volume area for the previous week. Okay, let me just clean up this chart a little bit. All right. So yeah, this is Euro USD. I'm not going to be too much bothered with Euro USD or GBP USD. Um, yeah, I'm not going to be that bothered. We barely looked at GBP USD from like Wednesday. Wasn't really interested yesterday in GBP USD. Yeah, we didn't even look at anything around GBP USD. We are currently sitting at no man's land, which is just not well. We are at a high volume area first of all for the from the previous week. We are at this high volume area. What's this color? Yes. Okay, currently sitting at that price level. We still do have this low volume area that I want to be. Yeah, I want to see the market react off on. And then we have the previous week's high volume area over here. So not a lot of downside potential on GBP USD, or even upside potential because we are just sitting inside of the previous week's high volume area, which is not really that great for me. I want to see us react off of that high volume area, not trade inside of it for too long. Obviously, this analysis is invalid because this one played out. Um, so really nothing interesting for me on GBP USD currently. Jumping to USD JPY. So yesterday we had a bit of an issue with the CPI. Our whole platform just started to freeze, and I couldn't take this trade. But this was just probably one of the cleanest analysis that I've ever done. It's super beautiful. And then we waited for that retest back in towards this red box. I don't know if you remember, but we waited for that retest inside of this box, and that's exactly what we got. Literally 4:15, right like an half an hour after our session. And we actually pushed also, well, we pushed back up, but not with too much. Um, yeah, really not that much of buyers interested in pushing price even higher. And I wanted to see a cleaner reaction. And now we actually pushed back into the previous week's low volume area with these two candles, and we also had beautiful reactions. So now, yeah, just want to see this guy play out and wait for the market to push even further upwards. So yeah, it's unfortunate that I have to delete this now, but I'm really happy with how it played out. Okay, but at least we had another opportunity on gold. I didn't want to trade gold at first, and I also said it on the session. But I'm quite happy. Yeah, I was extremely happy with how the market reacted. Um, so yeah, out of my comfort zone a little bit. I wanted to say out of gold for the remainder of the week because gold's market conditions is quite tough. Obviously, it's not really that tough. But when you try and enter into a trade later during the trade, during the trend, it gets a bit more difficult. I mean, if you just look at this since last week, what, Wednesday? Yeah, last week, Wednesday, we just went sideways. And then actually, early Monday morning, we pushed back upwards. Really nice upwards move Tuesday morning. And then we just had a massive correction, came back towards our high volume area, well, the fair value area. And we just saw a beautiful reaction from CPI. And CPI just pushed us. So this is where technicals and fundamentals align 100%. And I didn't even go into the drawdown with this trade. It was just so freaking beautiful. All right. So yeah, that's going to be it. I'm not particularly interested in the GBP JPY currency pair or Euro JPY. I want to focus a bit more on the USD, the US dollar index, and everything that has to do with the US dollar for today, because I do think we might see a great volatile day. Um, so yeah, that is going to be it for our session then. Thank you so much to everyone who participated. We are 14 participants. I'm really happy to see everyone over here. Um, so yeah, you must enjoy the rest of your lovely Thursday. Tomorrow it's Friday. I'm really excited about Friday. Really super excited. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your Thursday morning, and then I will see you later for our New York pre-market analysis session. All right. Remember, just we do have PPI coming out at 3:30, and our New York analysis session starts at 4. So just be smart, be patient, and don't force a trade during a fundamental event like PPI. Okay, I'll think about sending out a bit of an analysis on the currency pairs. Well, let's say a currency pair and gold, perhaps, about how to look at or how to navigate the PPI. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that guy. And then, yeah, I'll see you later. All right. Cheers, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday morning.